Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. We are starting this vlog in the car. What's a vlog? I don't even remember. I haven't picked up the camera and vlogged in a really long time. We'll get into that in a little bit. Today is Thursday, January 14th, I think. We are still distance learning. Which actually is a big reason why I haven't picked up the camera a lot. But I'm doing it today because we had a nice 2-week-long break, not long enough. And I kind of want to catch you guys up to speed as far as what we got rolling out for January, February, and things like that. Let me know down below. I'm so curious. Are you guys face-to-face, distance, or a hybrid of both? And like, what are your plans moving forward? We still know nothing in terms of when and if we're ever going back. So I don't really know. First things first, I got a lot of Starbucks cards for Christmas, so my app is loaded. So I'm gonna run through the drive-thru, get a coffee or maybe a tea. I don't really know what I'm feeling this morning. And then we're gonna head to the classroom. I have been bouncing back and forth from home in the classroom as far as teaching goes, which means I have to lug a lot of stuff around, document cameras, all my materials. So it's just a lot. So Starbucks, unpack my car, and then I will check in with you in the classroom. Okay, so I had a lot to bring in. I'm really overwhelmed today because I have a lot to do. Like right now I need to set up my Google Classroom. Actually, all the assignments are there. I just need to link everything to my virtual classroom. And then I need to plan more prep for what I need for ELA and film my spelling video all in 30 minutes and eat my breakfast. Today's just crazy. So I have a break from 10 to 11, so I have an hour. And in that hour, I need to film an entire another YouTube video, which we'll talk about later. And then at 12, and then at 11, I am planning with my team. We're planning February from 11 to 12:30, and then I teach again at 12:30, from 12:30 to 2. And then somehow I need to vlog along the way. Maybe I didn't pick the best day to vlog, but this is why I haven't been vlogging. So now you just get to see the real and raw of it. I don't want to sit here and ramble too much because I have a lot of things to do, like I just said. Quick update. Still don't like distance learning. I have obviously, like I said, not been vlogging, and I know why. And the reason I started my YouTube channel and the reason I love being on YouTube is because I loved taking you with me to my classroom, showing you my room, showing you my lessons, showing you how I've adapted things, showing you what I'm changing, giving ideas. That's what I loved about vlogging. And with distance learning, it is so much of a keep your head above water and let go of a lot of things. And it doesn't inspire me to pick up the camera. To be really honest, I haven't been excited to vlog in 2 years. Because last year, if you've been here for a while, you know, I moved to 6th grade for a year, and it was a very rigid year because I didn't know what I was doing, and I was at a new school, and I, just kind of followed along. Not a lot of room for creativity, and then I was on maternity leave. And then this year, COVID. So I'm really looking forward to the time when we get to go back to normal, as we all are, right? Anyway, that's where we're at in terms of distance learning. I'm gonna stop talking, I'm gonna get some work done, and I will just kind of pick you up throughout the day when I have a few minutes. So I think I've showed you this 100 times, but I'm gonna show you again. This is what I use to communicate with my class and families. This is a Google website that I made, and in that I have embedded our virtual classroom. These have our Google Classroom, our Zoom links, all of our specials links, and then more private links down below that I'm not gonna show you. So then in our virtual classroom, this is what the kids see. Anytime we have an announcement, it goes here. These are all of our Zooms. So they'll meet with me at 9, they have music at 11, and then they'll meet with me at 12:30 and 1. And then these are all hyperlinked to our Zooms. So then today is Thursday, so they click on Thursday, and then here are all of the things that they have to do. anything that they have to turn into Google Classroom is hyperlinked. So when they click on it, it opens right up to our Google Classroom. I also put other helpful links over here so they can just boop, click on things. So that is how they get around. Okay, it is 10:05 somehow, which means I have 55 minutes, which is okay. So I do math in the morning on Zoom. Now, in second grade, we're currently working on subtraction with regrouping. Something that I thought would be nearly impossible to do over Zoom. Something that I would probably love to teach in the classroom. So many things you can do, so many fun things. But to do it in 40 minutes at most, you have to just like do the boring stuff. Anyway, my kids get it, and it's so fun to watch. And they're actually like excited when they get it right. It's challenging for them, but they get really excited when they get a right answer. And like, it's those little victories with distance learning where I'm like, okay, they're not like entirely bored with the boring stuff. So that was this morning. Earlier before our Zoom, I filmed my spelling. Spelling is something that I had to let go in terms of instructions. So I record my lessons and then they watch them 4 days a week. And then the spelling test is on Friday. Not ideal, but again, you got to learn to let go of some of the things. So now I have another Zoom at 12:30, and that is going to be our reading block. And then I have small groups in the afternoon. So let's talk small groups for a minute. If you've been here, you know that I started doing guided reading, which I have learned is so hard to do over Zoom because I had initially grouped the kids before doing their running records, just based on observations. And now they're used to that schedule. And as they're progressing, I have to constantly regroup, which messes up their schedule, and it wasn't working. So we aren't doing reading in small groups. We are doing writing in small groups. Writing is something that was nearly impossible to do whole group. It can be done if it's like a mini lesson and it's just me teaching, but in terms of like checking their writing and having them share, it was like impossible. There's too many kids. So my small groups has turned into guided writing, which has actually been pretty successful. We just started it this week because this is our first week of small groups since Christmas. And what we did this week is the last 2 weeks. So the last 2 weeks we started by just writing about our favorite gift that we got or we gave over the holidays. Every one of my kids celebrates Christmas. So that's why that was our prompt. And we wrote a sloppy copy. And then in our small groups, we went day by day and we were able to edit, and I showed them how to revise. They could show me their revisions. They could ask me spelling questions, and then we did our final. It was just so much more powerful to do it in small groups. So if that's something you're struggling with, definitely worth considering. Okay, so now I only have 50 minutes because I'm chatting with you, which is fine. But I do need to film another video for YouTube. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but this video is going to go up on the weekend, and then the video I'm about to film will go up on Tuesday. I will say that it's a giveaway, and I'm very excited about it. So if you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe so you can be a part of the giveaway. Okay, I have to get that done, and then I need to do a couple of things for small group, which I'll show you in a minute. So I will see you soon. All right, so for our guided writing groups today, we have been working on personal narratives, and next week we're starting a narrative assessment, which means I sent home a prompt and they're going to do a cold write and turn it in. So what we're gonna do is we're going to review everything that we've learned so far about things that we put in a personal narrative. And I'm not gonna read these to you, but I will just pan down. These are all things that we've talked about. So in our small groups, we are going to create this list together that they can use while they're writing and just refresh their memory because some of these we haven't talked about in a while. So that's what we're gonna do for our small group. Okay, so let's talk reading. I've mentioned on here how I hate our benchmark curriculum. However, Unit 5, I don't actually hate, which is solving problems through technology. The articles are all nonfiction, which is good because that matches up with our scope and sequence for the year in terms of writing. But the actual articles in here are fascinating, and I can pull a lot of other stuff like videos and things, and the kids love it. It's all about inventions. So the conversations are really good. And yeah, so we're gonna be doing that in reading. I can't even remember the article. And then our day is finished in terms of instruction goes. So I'm meeting with my team in about 15 minutes, and There's a couple things I need to do before then that you really won't care to see. But let me just like show you my classroom because I haven't showed you that in a while. Nothing really has changed. This is where I teach. Hot mess. Totally typical for a day of teaching. I can't show you what's over here. It's a surprise. Just boxes and random stuff everywhere. So not ready for kids, but also not like so unready that I'll freak out if they tell me I have to have that ready in a week, you know? Oh, you guys, I did it. Luckily, my team met super quick. We were very efficient, in and out. It was awesome. I have 20 minutes. I filmed my other YouTube video. I am not where I thought I was gonna be today. I thought I was gonna have to stay late, pick up my son late, but I'm not, which is exciting. Which actually kind of brings me to my next point. This is what happens when I have to distance teach. My vlogs turn into rants. But apparently you guys appreciate them because every time I do this, I get lots of comments like, thank you for saying it. So here we go. This might be an unpopular opinion. Probably not if you're a teacher, but if you're not a teacher, don't at me. All right, this is something I've developed a passion for probably since becoming a mom. Becoming a parent changes you in a lot of ways. One of the ways it's changed me is that my job is no longer my biggest priority. Before having Cade, teaching was not only like my passion in my job, but I enjoyed all the little detail-oriented stuff that takes a lot of time. I liked doing it. Unfortunately, and also fortunately, that stuff kind of falls to the wayside when you have a baby because you want to spend all of your time with your baby and your family. So here's what I have to say about that. I leave every day as soon as my last Zoom is done. I don't overplan. Every now and then I will do an exciting, more extravagant lesson. I've kind of pushed a little bit of that to the wayside because here's my issue. Everybody knows teachers are underpaid. We all know it. There's this narrative going around that teachers are superheroes and we're superheroes because we do so much for so little. And I don't think that's something to be glorified. I think that's a big problem that we need to change. I don't know any other professions that have to prepare and work hours and days before that work actually needs to get done. Maybe lawyers, but how much do lawyers make? Yeah. So the amount of work and time and energy that actually goes into the teaching profession that people don't know and don't appreciate is astounding. So I have been okay with leaving early. My contracted hours are 8:30 to 3:15. Anything outside of that, I'm letting go. And that doesn't make me a bad teacher. That also doesn't mean that my lessons are gonna be super boring and awful. That just means I'm restructuring my time and prioritizing things in a different way. So I don't know if that's something that you needed to hear, but it's okay to work your contracted hours and still be a good teacher. It's possible. Every now and then, do I stay late and get things done and get caught up because it makes me feel better? Absolutely. But like I said, my family and my kid is the most important thing to me. So I'm learning to help rewrite the narrative, and hopefully if enough teachers get behind this, people will start taking us seriously as professionals because we are, and we deserve the respect and the income that so many other professionals who go to grad school and get masters receive. Okay, I'm done. Sorry, not sorry. All right, I have about 17 more minutes, so I'm just gonna sit here and do a lot of nothing, drink some water. Because from 12:30 to 2, I'm gonna be talking quite a bit. So I will pick you guys up at the very end of the day for a last quick little reflection, and until then, okay, the day is over. It is 2 o'clock on the dot. I just finished small groups. Now, with my little rant earlier about like stopping work when work is done, I'm kind of in a little pickle, and let me kind of walk you through how I'm gonna do it. I was looking at my plan book and I was like, oh wait, I'm not teaching math tomorrow. They have a quiz. What am I teaching in the morning? I don't know because I teach science in the afternoon on Fridays. So I kind of have a free period tomorrow and I don't know what I'm gonna teach. So instead of sitting here for an hour and prepping and planning and thinking of something to do, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna get my kid, and then when he's napping or later this evening when I have some time alone, that's when I'm gonna figure that out. Okay, so like I said, because that time with him is way more important, that's what I'm gonna focus on right now. And then I can come back to that a little bit later. So That's kind of how I roll with it. But I am going to go ahead and end this vlog here. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. Like I said, there's a giveaway next week and I'm really excited about it. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss it. If you're not following me, go follow me on Instagram. What else do I want to say other than I love you so much? Hopefully we get to come back to school soon so the content becomes more exciting and I don't just whine and rant to you. All right, friends, I hope that you are surviving and thriving wherever you are in this pandemic teaching world. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.